Hey everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to be showing you how to do some liquid nails, or what some people call lava lamp nails, aquarium nails. Basically, these are nails that have liquid inside of them. You are going to need two nails for this, and one nail is going to be a size smaller than your actual nail size. So this nail that I have in my hand right now is the nail that I'm going to stick onto my nail, and then the other nail that is off to the side is a size smaller. You're going to need a builder gel, polygel, acrylic, whatever it is you have. I'm using builder gel, and just apply some along the edges of that nail. Again, this is the nail that is going to sit on my nail. I'm applying builder gel along the edges. Then I did miss a step here. I thought I recorded, but the nail that I just put on top, you're going to clip off the very tip of that, and you guys will see that in a few. I'm so sorry. For some reason, I don't know what happened to that footage, but the nail you are placing on top, you're going to clip off the very tip. So now I am sticking that nail on top of the other nail, and then I'm going to cure that. So this is how your nail should look. Basically, the smaller nail is on top, and I clipped the very tip of it. You're going to clip that tip before you glue it on to the nail. So here I am just holding the nail. This builder gel that I have is definitely a little tricky. It takes a little longer to cure, so I'm just holding it and using a smaller lamp to flash cure it. So after that nail is fully cured and secured on top of the other nail, I'm going back in with my builder gel, and I'm just placing some along the sides of the nail. You want to make sure those sides are filled in basically, and there's no little gaps or holes for your liquid to seep out of. Just an FYI, I am applying my builder gel a little bit messy. I don't really mind. For one, builder gel usually levels out if you allow it to before you cure, but I don't really care if it's not super smooth, because I'm going to be going over these nails with a 3D sort of design. So all of the little imperfections are going to be fine because of the design that I'm doing. So I'm applying a chunk of that builder gel right to that area towards the tip of the nail, because there was a nice size spacing between the top nail and the lower nail. So I'm just filling in that gap, and I'm going to cure that, come back, check it out. If you need to file, you want to smooth out your nail, now is the time to do that. I'm going to take an alcohol wipe and just wipe that layer off, because my nail is really sticky from the builder gel. Also, I was already working on these nails, so that is where that red is coming from. I have food coloring on my fingers, so it was, I believe, seeping through my gloves once I touched that alcohol wipe. So that is all that is. Definitely wear gloves for this, because even if you're careful, it can get a little messy. So again, now is the time to file the sides of your nail. If you see any bumps or lumps on it, you can go ahead and do that, because we're about to fill up the nail, so it's going to be easier to file the sides before we do that. I am using a red food coloring and a dropper. You can definitely get the skinny droppers on Amazon that are super, super skinny and that you can actually stick inside the nail. I'm just using what I have available. I got this dropper that actually comes with bottles, and I got it at Dollar Tree. They have it. There's about 3 or 4 bottles that they sell in a pack with a dropper, so it's really cheap. And I'm taking some oil. I have some cuticle oil and food coloring. So how I like to do it is I basically alternate. I will apply some food coloring, and then I will apply some cuticle oil, or whatever type of oil you have. You can definitely use like a baby oil. It's clear, and baby oil is really like thin and liquidy, so baby oil works fine as well. But I alternate. It also doesn't matter what you put in first, whether you're going to put in oil or you're going to put in the food coloring, doesn't matter. But personally, I just like to alternate. So I will add food coloring, some oil, food coloring, and some oil. So you want to fill it up till it's almost all the way full. Definitely leave some space in there. And also, I like to flick it to get the liquid moving. You can also shake it to move around that liquid. Sometimes at first it doesn't move right away, and sometimes you might have too much liquid in there. You want to make sure that you have an air bubble for the liquid to move around. Just kind of take the nail. As you can see, I'm holding the tip so the liquid doesn't fall out because we haven't filled in that hole yet. And I'm just testing it out. This is also the point you want to test out and see if it has any leaks on the side, because if it does, then you just fill that in. So now I'm taking more builder gel and I'm just applying a nice chunk to that area where the hole is at. After I applied the builder gel, I did cure it and just wiped it clean with an alcohol wipe. Also, I know my lamp is really dirty and dingy. I just use it a lot, so please don't pay no mind to that. But here I am filing the very tip, and this is how the nail looks. So we are all good. If you notice any leaks, now is the time to fix it before you do your design. I actually did have a little leak right where I'm applying that builder gel. I have a builder gel that comes in a container, and then I have one that comes in a bottle that has a brush. So I'm using the one that comes in a bottle. So I filled in the little leak and allowed that to cure. And now I'm going in with the base coat. And then you can just go ahead and design your nail as needed. When you're filing, just be careful. Try not to squeeze the nail too hard. If you filled the seams in good, then it should be nice and sturdy, but still you want to be careful when you're filing. And I'm also applying a top coat actually to the underside of the nail. That helps. So if you find that your nail looks a little bit cloudy and you have already applied a top coat to the top, just try putting some top coat at the underside of the nail. That might help your nail look a little less cloudy. So now we're moving on to the second way to do these nails. I'm taking a clipper, clipping the very top of one of my nails. We're using the same technique as far as the sizing of the nails. So the nail that I'm filing right now, that is my nail that is going to stick onto my nail. That's the nail that is my size. The one that I clipped is a size smaller. Instead of clipping the tip of the nail, we're clipping the top of the nail. So I buffed it and now I'm applying some base coat because for some reason my builder gel wasn't sticking. Usually it sticks without a base coat, but it wasn't sticking. So I just applied some base coat and I'm applying a little bit of that builder gel to the edges of the nail. Don't add a lot. You don't need to add a lot at all. And then when you press that nail down onto that nail, you're going to notice the builder gel spreads. So if it spreads inside, it's going to add less space for your liquid to move around. I hope that makes sense to you guys. So just keep that in mind. You don't need a lot because you can always go back in along the sides of the nails and just add more builder gel to basically seal in those edges so that you don't have your liquid spilling out. So just apply a little bit of builder gel to stick your nail. And now go in with more builder gel again to seal those edges. And you can do this as much as necessary. That's why I said you don't need to add a lot. Also keep in mind, if you add a whole bunch, you're going to need to do more filing. I hate filing. I try to do as the least amount of filing as possible, whether it's hand filing or using a drill. So I just apply a little bit, and then if I need to go back and fill in a gap, then I do so. So here I'm just sealing those edges, and then I'm going to put this in my lamp to cure. So this is how your nail should look. You'll have that opening right at the top. There's your space to put your liquid in. We're going to cure this, and we're doing the same steps as we did with the first nail. I'm just wiping it clean with an alcohol wipe to take off that sticky layer because that's kind of annoying when I have gloves on, and just filing as needed. If you need to go back in with some more builder gel to seal the sides, then you can do that. File, fill in the spacing, all of that until you are satisfied. After it's fully cured, we're going to go in with our liquid. So doing the nail this way, you are going to have a bigger opening to pour in your liquid. However, keep in mind that now, after we apply this liquid inside, we're going to have to fill in that space. And if you're not careful, it can get bulky. You don't want the top of the nail to get bulky because that is the part that is going to sit by your cuticle. And if it's too bulky, it just looks crazy. So you want to layer your builder gel. Okay, so this is how my nail looked. I just applied a clump of builder gel and I made sure I applied more towards that opening and less by the cuticle area. So again, I'm doing like a 3D sort of design, so I don't care if it's uneven as long as it wasn't bulky. So I'm taking my cuticle stick and just swirling around that builder gel, creating a little bit of texture, and then that's it. You can file your nail and do whatever it is you're going to do to it. I'm going to start designing my nail. I'm taking my builder gel and just creating some 3D design along the nail. And I'm going to be using some silver metallic gel to polish the nails. So basically it's just going to be 3D and metallic along with the liquid design inside. After I finished the designs on all of the nails, I just applied a glossy top coat, and I didn't record me doing all of the nails, but this is basically the gist of it. And that's pretty much it. This is the final look. I love them. They came out exactly how I wanted them to come out. I didn't get a chance to do a full set, but I will be doing one in the future. You guys can check out my Instagram to see videos of that because I'm going to be doing a full set actually for someone who requested a full set of these. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you found this video helpful. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.